comes to adopting.
Kristen Marshall joins us live this morning, Sacramento Animal Shelter. Hi there.
Okay, good morning. I need some help. We are trying to track down Dave Grassoff because, look, we have found Shadow's long-lost sister.
Oh!
They're like bookends.
Look. Okay, so we need to get Grassoff on the horn and tell him he has got to be the new daddy of this little pooch here. So we're talking, okay, October is Adopt Animal Shelter Dog Month. You guys have had kind of a good showing so far of getting some adoptions, but there are some fears out there of showing up to a shelter of, oh my goodness, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I don't know what to look for. I don't want to take them all home, and I don't know if I can take one home. So what are some of the stigmas, Kristen, that you run into?
You know, we hear all the time that people are afraid to go to the shelter for a variety of reasons. Probably the biggest is their heartache.
Yeah.
They're worried that they're going to feel so sad that they can't leave them all behind. You know, my answer to that is get over it.
I know, right?
Get here
Come
and
on.
save a dog. Because saving, you know, if 1,000 people save one, we've saved 1,000 dogs.
And just because you can adopt, there are other things you can do.
Absolutely. You know, there's obviously fostering. That's such a huge help to the shelter. If we can get these animals in foster placements where they're getting training, they're getting, you know, they're getting healthy, and then they're also getting to meet new families who will potentially adopt them.
And Tara, chime in to any point. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. It's going to be a 3-part series that we're doing here. You've already pre-selected this little pooch over here, Shadow's sister. Yes. So you came in, you found out her, you did a couple tests, you said, all right, we're going to work this dog. So now the next step is we're going to follow her on some of her training to lose weight, getting her acclimated to being readopted, and then we're going to actually follow up with you guys when you find a family for her. So what's the next step? I think sister needs to lose a little weight.
Sister needs to lose a little weight, and we're really excited to kind of give her a full makeover. I mean, her teeth need to be clean. She needs a big bath. She's going to lose some weight, hopefully get some training under her belt. But all in all, she's a really good dog, and we can see that. So we know we're already starting at a great place with her.
And Tara, let's talk about this little munchkin. She's about 6 months old, a stray. I can't believe it. Who would let this little one go?
I know. You know, there's this misconception that animals that come into the shelter have been living on the streets and aren't good dogs. And this is a perfect example. She came in as a stray. One of our field officers picked her up. She hasn't been reclaimed by her owners yet. And we don't understand if that's because people don't know whether to come to the shelter to look for their pets or if they just wait for the animal to come home. Had she been wearing a license, our officers would have given her a free ride home.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right. So for as little as $10 a year, we could prevent animals coming into the shelter.
Okay. All right, I know I'm getting a wrap, but folks back at the desk, what's one fear or question you have for these gals about adopting from a shelter that you want to get answered?
I get a little worried about if there's potential behavior problems. Let's say maybe they didn't have a good owner previously. How do they respond to concerns like that?
Okay, concerns with behavioral problems, if they were maybe abused or just neglected and then trying to acclimate them back in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point, and I know it's why a lot of people are afraid of adopting. There are things that you can do when you are assessing dogs, and you can seek the help of professionals to do this. When you're assessing dogs, you can get such a good feeling on their personality, their temperament, their energy level, and then beyond that, be ready to start training the second you walk out this door. There are wonderful resources out there. We're partnering up with Sac County, and sorry, I know you've got to go. But we've got some great resources, so seek the help of a trainer. Most of those behaviors can be overcome.
And then once you leave here, you're not alone. There are resources, there's help out there. And hey, just drop them off at my house. I'll take any dog. My husband even called me on the way over here and said, don't you dare come home with another dog.
It's hard.
Thanks, little does he know.
Thank you.
I think just showing them on the air this morning, it gets a lot of people
Absolutely.
thinking, that might make a nice addition to the family.
9:17 now.